How's it? Hang loose. Welcome to Mongoose Max Hawaii, the channel. Good morning. It's December 7th, 2023, which makes it 82 years since the attack on Pearl Harbor, which in Hawaii, that's a thing. But I was just thinking, the Japanese Navy and Air Force attacked a military target. It's like attack on a military target. But in actuality, the planes were kind of all over on Oahu here, and there was a lot of civilian stuff going on, but mainly it was an attack on the military, which brought the U.S., of course, into World War II. A little creepy, looking at the historical significance, and that's just overall creepy. When I think of, the attack on Pearl Harbor, ever since I was a kid, I mainly focus on the USS Arizona. I couldn't find my hat. I have a cap, Arizona. Anyways, the memorial is there, and you can go to it. It has ferry boats, and they got kind of a guard, a national, I don't know who does that. Not National Guard. It's like Park Service people, Park Service rangers that do that. And they have a whole exhibit, and it's very educational, the movie and everything. And then you take the ferry over there, and then you're at the memorial over the wreckage of the USS Arizona. And I've been to it when I was a kid. And so my focus on the attack on Pearl Harbor is basically grows out of that. It's sort of all centered around the USS Arizona. There was much more to it, and there's definitely more battleships and Battleship Row, and planes came over the Ko'olau Range, and the planes came over from the North Shore, and they had submarines, little spy submarines that came in before this, and there was a lot going on. And then there's the secret memo that they already knew, or something like this. It landed on FDR's desk. There's just oodles and oodles of historical information. Well, for me, it's kamikaze pilots dropping torpedoes right on top of the USS Arizona. What was that sound? Okay. And I don't know. That's Pearl Harbor to me, December 7th. And I think it happens on a Sunday, and it's their day off, and it happens about 8 o'clock in the morning. So basically half of the people are on shore leave kind of thing. There's people on board, and they're like, waking up or not waking up because it's Sunday morning. And they start kind of like church service, or go to the chaplain, or play the band. Is this sort of like just a lazy do-nothing, no official activity day. And then that happened. So it was a complete turnaround for the people on board the ship, the USS Arizona. And the reason I'm bringing up the Arizona is because I just told the ghost story that I had to a friend, and the ghost story itself is actually one of those paranormal stories that happened to me.
They're nowhere near
And
close.
it's
They are nowhere.
back off, says the
Here.
ghost box. Okay,
Close.
back off. And it's actually, I'll just retell it real quick because I won't do a Spook 101 on it, and let's do deep dive on it. So here it is in a short version. I was traveling with a professor doing illustrations and some writing research, and this guy was from like Buffalo, New York. Just a big, tall, goofy, very arrogant. Anyways.
Are you a friend?
No, I wasn't. But anyways, we go to the Arizona Memorial, and I'm like maybe in my 30s, something like this, approximately. So we go to the Arizona because he wants to go see everything. And it's like, oh, here we go. I was like, I've been here before since I was a kid, at least a few times. We did scouts and all that. So we take the ferry over to the USS Arizona Memorial, and it's very crowded, and it was 3 o'clock in the 3:30 in the afternoon. This is bright, sunny day, and it was just like, it was really crowded. It's like going to Waikiki with tourist crowd of lays and cameras, and I had my little camera. I take like little digital still snapshots and all that. And then I didn't want to hang out with the professor. I was just like going off on my own thing in this crowd. And I remembered when I was a kid that oil would leak up from the wreckage, and as oil it'll go float on the water, it makes a thin little sheen on top of the water, and it has an rainbowy iridescent quality to it. When you look at it, it's like an oil spill out on the water, and it leaks up, and it has been leaking up, and my friend reports that that'll be leaking for 100 years. It's like, well, a lot of oil down there. So the Arizona Memorial is the ship below the water is leaking oil. It goes on the surface. I remember that as a kid, so I thought, is that still going on? So I go over to the edge of the memorial, where if you belly up to it, you're looking out over Pearl Harbor. And if you look down, you can see just the very, kind of encrusted algae tops, and then there's a turret sticking out of the water. You look and you can see some of the Arizona. It's like, oh my gosh, kind of hits it home. Because 1,000 sailors went down with that. They didn't get them out. They went down. They might have been trapped under there a little while, but they couldn't get to them, and they perished down there, and they're still there. And so that little oil is like one of those things you latch on in your mind as a kid. It just brings it on home a little bit more. Ooh, oil's down, and they're down there, all that. So basically, I just looked over with the main curiosity of, is that oil still happening? And I looked over, and I was leaning over, like belly over, leaning over the thing to see the oil thing, and then it happened. It was like a sort of an energy, it was like a rush, a whoosh, like a wind, like it went right to my chest and through my chest, out back, like in here, and it felt like 1,000 people, just were, and it threw me back like this. So as that happened, I went back like this, and as I was doing that motion back like this, I didn't voluntarily, like out of surprise. It was like being pushed back. And then in my head, there was a calm voice, one singular man voice, and it was calm. I say, like someone was at the dinner table and says, "Could you pass the salt?" Like that calm. And the voice said, as this whoosh happened, "Join us. Join us." And it was like it felt like an invitation, like it was friendly, kind. Join us. He's like, who's joining us? I looked around and there's broad daylight and all these tourists. And I didn't know. I was like, what the heck just happened? And then instantly I was overwhelmed with sadness and actual tears coming. Not boo-hoo-hoo sadness, but really sad. And then tears came down my eyes and all that, my face. So that all happened in like a few seconds. Like, I'm like in the middle of these tourists in the middle of the day with tears coming down my face and totally not knowing what happened and kind of confused. And that is about as accurate as I can report of what really happened to me. And I, Scout's honor, swear by it, that's what happened. And so I don't even think about it that often, but it's like a real ghost thing that happened to me. Well, 1,000 ghosts or whatever. 1,000 sailor ghosts went, join us. So I just thought I'd say that, tell a little ghost story for December 7th, because that is gotta be a terrible fate for those particular sailors on the USS Arizona. And, you know, heart goes out, right? And just join us. Although there are, and that's it. Aloha, happy December 7th. Well, you know, that's just the way it goes, I guess. There's a lot of other stuff that happened all over Oahu. Matter of fact, forget that. Look at this guy. Look at this guy, Trump. He's being interviewed. He's like, I'm not going to be well, I'll be a dictator on the first day I'm elected. The first day I'm going to close the borders and I'm going to start drilling for oil and all these inside America. Drill, and close the borders. For one day I'll be a dictator and then I'll be okay. God. Our country is in danger because this guy got supporters. Let's see what's going on in the news. Yeah, okay. How did that happen? And my TV went out. Like I turned it on to see the news and it just went. So, I don't know. It's a weird day. The mayor calls for shared sacrifices, relates to the Maui wildfires in Lahaina. And he's saying if people have like bed and breakfast type thing, you know, if they convert their short-term rentals into long-term housing for these people, then he'll give them good tax break, and we'll just call it sharing the sacrifice. And they're saying, well, at least they're trying to do something. This is a step in the right direction, but I'm just thinking, what is going on? It's like it's like passing the buck or delegating to the citizens. Oh, you know, your little short-term rental, yeah. But, you know, I don't know. Immediate needs, but I don't know. That just looks like the U.S. president. They're searching for the next U.S. president. Here's Israel now on the Gaza part. Anyways, the Gaza Palestinian state. They're been blown back to the Stone Age, just like Netanyahu promised. We will blow you back. We will destroy you. And they're like going down horse and buggy here, or horse and whatever kind of cart. What else is going on? And this guy got life in prison. Good for you. Here we go. Ho, ho, ho. Ready, set, go. Ho, 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 ho. Wait, my air's going down here. Get Santa an extra tank of compressed air here. There's a Waikiki Aquarium host Santa swimming with the sharks. I got the Santa. Look at the elf guy. Okay. I got the light. We'll feed the sharks some fishes for Christmas. Ho, ho, whoa, ho, ho. Okay. Judge dismisses lawsuit to save haiku stairs. Oh, okay. So I guess that means it's going down the tubes. Haiku Stairs is going to be taken down. I think it's for the better, even though it's like, oh, but it's such a thing. I don't think people should be going up there, honestly. Not, not in a gigantic parade of how many people do that. Like the privilege. Social media, that's what it's to blame. Miss you? What? Did that ghost box just say I miss you? We miss you. Join us.
Leave here.
I can't. What's going on? I got stuff going, and this is all jammy up now. What the heck? We're stuck with Santa or something. Yeah.
Leave here.
Leave here. It's December 7th. My television went poof. I'm getting bombed. I don't. It's like I forgot to say. Look, there's the news here. See, paintings. Oh, Christmas trees. All right, let's make this not short. Oh, wow. Okay, stuff is happening. I don't understand. Well, hey, calm down. We're back in the day, 1987. Here, you just like want to relax, just blow inside this tube and give you a breathalyzer. Okay, Congresswoman, have you been drinking? 1987, way back in the day. Representative Hirono tested device measuring. Oh, it is a breathalyzer. Drunkenness with Jim Wheeler, director of engineering, looks during the demonstration. Then toxicity is used by island police. So it's like the birth of the breathalyzer. And then I want you to what? Get a couple big shots before doing that, I suppose. And oh yeah, don't forget, here they come. This Sunday is the Honolulu Marathon, and this time it's like most people, the participants, it's up from Japan, doubled nearly last year. The bells are going weird. Okay. Wow. Okay. Ooh. Yeah. A Sunday morning. The roads get closed with tons of people and you're stuck in your house. That's about the size of what's going on. Well, there was a whole thing on our quarterback. I don't know. They didn't include it in the online paper. our quarterback from, what is his name? Brandon Shaker, number 13. He wants to be transferred. There was a whole thing. How come wait a second. We have Henry Kissinger here. B1? Well, I guess they didn't include that in the online paper. You know what? Just one letter to the editor. Is it supposed to be kind of... There we go. Staged roadways among the worst maintained. A report shows that 60% of Hawaii's roads are considered in poor shape. Two examples of these are Kamehameha Highway between Kaneohe and Pali Highway.
I was just driving that. I was just driving back and forth on that.
And Bishop Street, the main roadway going through our business district. Our city and state should be ashamed. Every time I go out on some of these roads, I make 2 calls. One to my dentist to have the fillings put back in. And one to my tire company to have my wheels realigned. I have a friend from the third... Yeah, it is, isn't it? That's totally disrespectful. I have a friend from a third world country, and I told him the roads are as bad as a third world roads. He was insulted. Scroll. Carl Magans Kaneohe. Oh, thank you, Carl. That was how letters that's how letters should be written, with total irony and hidden insult. It was disrespectful. But the roads, I don't know. I drove that between Kaneohe and the Pali Highway multiple times lately, a couple times, and it's a far drive for me. And I got the Monday operations on my brain. Yeah, I don't know. It's okay. But it's just like, at certain parts, it's just like you got that one lane you got to drive in. It's like, anyways. Oh, that's it. Okay. Aloha. Bye now. happy, solemn December 7th. Watch out. Oh! Watch out! Look in the skies. Aloha to you.